Hello everyone. Today is my birthday. In the happiest day of my life, I just wanted to share with you all the three amazing birthday cakes that I made on stove top. I have already posted these three recipes already in my previous videos and I got likes and appreciation for these three recipes. And since today is my birthday, so I just wanted to repost it again so you can see it and make it for your birthday as well. I even have reposted Alia Bhatt's favorite milk cake that I made without oven and made right on the stove top. Stay tuned to watch all these three cakes. Now let's get started. I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day today. Let's celebrate our Valentine's Day with effortless cake made without oven, soft and spongy tray-lash milk cake on a stove top in a frying pan. Let's get started. In a large bowl, break 2 eggs and whip the eggs for 30 seconds. After whipping for 30 seconds, let's add half cup of sugar and whip for a minute. After whipping for 1 minute, the egg starts appearing like a frothy like texture. In this stage, we need to add 1/4 cup of unflavored oil. Need to whip for 30 seconds. Our next step is to sieve the dry ingredients. We require 1 cup of plain flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. For the accurate information about the ingredients, you can check the video description here below. I have precisely mentioned the ingredients details below in the description. As I say, do not mix the batter vigorously. Mix it in cut and fold pattern. Now let's prepare hot milk for our batter. For that I have taken half cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Once the butter is fully melted in the milk, we need to add the hot milk into the batter and mix it in the same pattern. After mixing it thoroughly, it's time to add half teaspoon of rose essence and 2 drops of rose color. Finally, our tray-lash batter is ready. Transfer it into a frying pan, greased and lined with a parchment paper. Now preheat the roti tawa for 5 minutes in low flame. After that, place our frying pan on the roti pan. Close the lid and bake it for 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, test it with a knife or with a toothpick. If it comes out clean, it means your cake is ready for the icing. Before icing, let's make some pouring milk. For that, I have taken half cup of milk and 1/4 cup of sugar and stir until it thickens. After 2 minutes, you can see the milk changing the color. Now in this stage, turn off the switch and add the essence and the color and mix it well. Milk for pouring is ready. Now let's chop some rose petals and nuts. Now let's start doing our icing part. For that I have taken the whipped cream. Cut the cake and serve it with milk. So it's really a delicious, spongy and so soft cake to be served on the occasion of Valentine's Day. I bet you're gonna love this cake like anything. It's a go-to cake to prepare at home. Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my video to your friends who's gonna celebrate the Valentine's Day, and let me know in the comments your review about this Valentine cake. On account of New Year, I'm going to show you how to make an excellent black forest cake on a roti pan. So let's get started. My first step is to break these two wholesome eggs. Then I'm going to beat these two eggs with the help of a hand blender for a minute. The egg starts appearing like this. Now I'm going to add half cup of sugar. Now we need to beat until we get the frothy texture. Need to beat for about 2 minutes. Our third step is to add 1/4 cup of unflavored oil, and again we need to beat for a minute. The next step is to add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence. It's time to sieve all our dry ingredients, half cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and sieve all this together. Do not mix vigorously. Need to mix in cut and fold pattern. If not, the cake will turn dense. Our final dry ingredient is 1/4 cup of dark cocoa powder. I'm using the unsweetened one. You also follow the same. My final step is to take 1 tablespoon of water and add half teaspoon of coffee powder and mix it well and then add it in the batter. Our black forest cake batter is ready. To bake this cake, I am using 20 cm frying pan. In this, I am greasing with some oil and some flour. Finally, I am going to transfer this black forest cake batter. To bake the cake, we need to preheat this roti tawa for 5 minutes, and then we need to place our cake pan on the top of it, and we need to bake around 50 to 55 minutes, and then finally our cake is ready. Let the cake cool down completely. Now let's start the icing process. Here I am using the whipped cream to cover the cake completely. Once the process is done, let's grate some chocolate shavings. Finally, I'm going to use the cherries for the toppings. Voila! Finally, our New Year Black Forest cake is ready to be served. I bet you guys, this is no way lesser than any other Black Forest cake. So just please try it and let me know in the comments. It's really very awesome. Please do hit the like button and subscribe my channel. And I wish you a very happy New Year ahead.
Cake that I'm obsessed with in London from a cafe, Leto. It's a milk cake.
To make this cake, we need to break 2 eggs and beat for a minute. Then we need to add half cup of sugar and beat until it's frothy enough. And then we will be adding half cup of oil. It's a non-flavored oil, and beat for a half a minute. Now let's sieve the dry ingredients. We need to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and sieve it. And then we need to add the ingredients little by little. We should not add everything at once. Okay, just like this. The note is you should not mix it vigorously. We need to mix it in a cut and fold manner. And next we need to prepare some hot milk for this. So for that I have added half cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of butter. So once stirring it off, we need to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Pour it into the batter and mix gently. Now let's grease the frying pan with some oil and some dry flour. Okay, after greasing this, we need to pour the batter in this. Preheat the roti tawa for 5 minutes and place this pan and bake the cake for about 45 minutes. For sweetened milk, we need to take 1 cup of milk and half cup of sugar and boil until it's thick. Turn off and cool it down once it's done. Let's beat around a cup of non-dairy whipping cream for icing. We need to beat for a minute. So after a minute, we need to add 1 tablespoon of icing sugar, and then we need to beat until it reaches its peak. Just like this. Let's start applying the cream on the cake. For toppings, I am using this cherries. So if you want, you can also use some strawberries and blueberries. Alright, now it's time to serve our beautiful milk cake. So I'm going to place it here in the serving tray, and I'm pouring the sweetened milk around the cake, not on the top of the cake. Oh my god, I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to taste heavenly. Oh my god, it's so good.